Hi. Today I'd like to talk to you about seeking the Lord. I'd like to share a story with you from the book of 1 Samuel about David. The story happens before David was king. He had been anointed to be king at this point, but yet he wasn't king yet. And he was being pursued by King Saul, who wanted to take his life, and David had sought refuge in another land. Him and the men that followed him, their families, all lived in a land outside of Israel. And there was a time when David and his men had gone off. They had gone to go into battle, and they ended up not going into battle. But when they returned to their home, they had found that their home had been raided. The enemy had came and stolen all their things, taken their wives, their children, everything they had was gone. And so, as you could imagine, they were incredibly upset. All the men and David also. And the men were so upset they had talked about stoning David, killing him. And David, you can imagine, he'd lost everything, and now the men that followed him were talking of killing him. David was very upset. But David made a choice at that moment to seek after the Lord. He made a choice to call on the Lord. And the Bible says that David encouraged himself in the Lord. And he sought the Lord and what he should do in this matter. And so he asked the Lord, should I go after them? Should I pursue them? Will I overtake them? And God says, yes, go after them, pursue them. You will overtake them and you will get back everything that was lost. And so David did exactly what God told him to do. He took his men, they went after the enemy, they caught up to them, got everything back that was lost. They didn't lose one thing. Not one person's life was lost. And not only did they get everything back, they took what the enemy had also. And so they got more back than they had lost. But David made a choice to seek after God, to call on God. He made a choice to take his eyes off his problems, not to sit and sulk, but to call on the Lord. The Lord said in the book of Jeremiah in chapter 33, verse 3, he said, call on me, and I will show you great and mighty things that you did not know. And that's exactly what David did. He called on God, and God showed him what he did not know, told him what to do, and David did it. I would encourage you, in times you don't know what to do, or even how to do it, call on the Lord and allow him to show you. Allow him to guide you and direct you. You don't have to have the answers to everything. God does. And he said, if you will only call on him, he will show you what to do if you'll put your trust in him. I encourage you today, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In everything you do, acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Seek after the Lord. Be blessed.